Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome, welcome once again. I'm sick and tired of our Igbo politicians. They are a failure. Honestly, I don't know why they are serving their master, right? Because of the peanuts they get from them. In Imo State, some terrible things have been happening there, and it's quite shocking that their governor, Opuruzor, has not done anything, right? It is, this video exposed, me to something. It opened my eyes to, so many things I did not know about Imo State. And you'll be glad you watched this video because you will see the failure of the Igbo leaders and the need for Biafra to rise so that we can elect competent people, right? All right, if you're new to this channel, this is IPOB Media, the place where we bring you the gospel of Biafra, the only channel where you get the latest news, information, update, gist, event, and everything you need to know about Biafra and our struggle for freedom, right? Yes, if you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe, click on the notification bell so that you don't get to miss out on any of our uploads, right? As we upload them as they hot, right? And also don't forget to share to your on all your social media platforms so that our brothers and sisters get to know what is going on, even the world at large, right? And don't also comment, share your thoughts in the comment section, right? So let us know what you think. All right, straight up, I want you to watch this video and see the interview Arise TV did, between the PDP and the APC, and you'll see the shocking exposition of what is going on Imo State. Imo State has been the worst since this government, right? I want you to hear it for yourself.
The governor has done so much in countering this unknown gunmen. Yeah, the unknown gunmen. He has done so much in countering them. He, in conjunction with the security agencies, have fought them, defeated them, to the extent that Imo is largely peaceful. That is not to say there are no pockets of violence here and there, but it's largely peaceful to the extent that Imolites now sleep with their two eyes closed. I'm just coming from Owerri a few days ago, and everywhere is peaceful. The nightclubs are bubbling, the lounges are bubbling, the joints are bubbling. Owerri and Imo, they are known for hospitality. And all the food businesses are on. And people are moving about their lawful businesses, without fear or favor. So the point is that he has contained this violence, but the opposition, the governor at the beginning and up till now, and he has proof since that he's insisting that the opposition were the cause of this thing, or for struggle of power. What he's fighting, like I said, in conjunction with the security agencies, are those who are creating insecurity, violence in the state. And I will not sit here and tell you the methodology of the security agents. I'm not their spokesman, but I know that they have curtailed this violence to the barest minimum, to the extent that as I speak to you now, Imo State is a safe haven. Because when somebody wants to create violence and sees a force that is higher than what he wants to do, he has no choice to stop or to run away.
Oshieze, Dr. Ken Uba there. Well, for his reaction and the PDP's right to reply, I'm joined now in the studio by the PDP's Publicity Secretary in Imo State, Collins Opuruzor. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you so much, Charles.
Well, you heard him there. You're responsible for the violence. How do you respond?
Anyway, he's only speaking his mind, and whatever he's saying is not in tandem with the reality in Imo State. Just yesterday, the Inter-Society, which is a civil society organization in Onitsha, had a press conference when they outlined the issues in Imo State pertaining to insecurity. They said that 900 persons have been extrajudicially murdered in Imo State in the last 29 months. And I can tell you, 2 days ago, a Reverend Father was abducted in Okigwe. And when you talk about these extrajudicial killings, they are not far-fetched. I can give you some of the instances. A lawyer, Barrister Darlington Odume, called Omekago, was killed in Olu. No investigation was carried out. A little IMSU undergraduate, Divine Waneri, was murdered in front of government house. No investigation. No ways of commiseration from the government. As a matter of fact, the Commissioner of Information was in a local radio station and justified the killing. Then you talk about other killings. For instance, Noel Chibu, a businessman at Akwakuma, was murdered. Our citizen that lives in Germany that returned, Oguchi Onachukwu, was murdered at a security checkpoint.
Yeah, but who's doing the murdering? It doesn't mean it's the governor who's doing
In
the
most
murdering.
of these instances, security agencies have been implicated or accused. For instance, you know about the killing of 14 wedding guests at Awon Mama from Otulu, where eyewitnesses, including the groom, accused a Bubago security outfit established by Senator Opuruzor of carrying out the killings. No investigation was carried out, no trial, nobody was apprehended. So the government in Imo State has failed in the primary responsibility of political governance, which is the security of lives and property. So whatever they are saying now is to cover up their failure. I can tell you authoritatively that over 2/3 of Imo territory is heavily under the occupation of terrorists, bandits and kidnappers. This is functional. Also, it's
so
a
you disagree with the point
Completely.
that Mr.
Also, it's a no-go
Osheze is
area.
making, that things have calmed down?
Nothing has calmed down.
Right.
I can tell you this.
Okay, well, I mean, the problem here is that obviously I'm not in Imo State, and I mean, we listen to you, we listen to them, and it's coming from both sides, because we heard the most gruesome stories of murder and mayhem in Imo State at the hands of the opposition, where people who supported the likes of the PDP in some instances and Labour in others in the last election were reported to have stood guard at polling stations armed with machetes and warning anyone not voting for the opposition not to come near the polling booths. I mean, what's your reaction to those allegations?
What actually the situation is in Imo, and the truth is that there has been this state-backed attacks on opposition elements. You know about the issue of the spokesperson of the CUPP. He was attacked 3 times in 1 month, and eventually his family members
we've had him
killed.
on this program several times.
This is a fact, and I happen to come from the same community with him, Akokwa. And it's a fact. Family members killed and political supporters murdered after 3 attempts to assassinate him. You also know about our candidate for Uguta, Ohajebema and Oru West, who is a sitting member of the House of Representatives. He was attacked 3 days to the election. He got to his house, Kesi Luju I'm talking about, and he was also attacked on the eve of the election. Our candidate in Okigwe for the House of Assembly had his house burnt few days to the election. The former deputy governor of the state was arrested and accused of murder, which he knows virtually nothing about. So the issue is that there has been this state-backed attack on opposition elements.
Yeah,
in
but
Imo State.
has the opposition carried out any violence? Because we heard from someone running for House of Reps under the APC, telling the story of how, because they put their posters next to Bola Tinubu, the people who put up those posters were traced and allegedly beheaded. I mean, did things actually descend to that level of barbarity? And is the opposition, to a greater or lesser extent, culpable?
There is no how opposition can be culpable. We are the endangered species in Imo. We are the ones being attacked. As I can talk to you, you know about the opposition elements that have been killed, that have been attacked, and that have been
but I just mentioned some people. I mean,
it cannot be established that there's a link, there's a relationship between the poster
so
and the so-called
you don't think
attack.
it's got anything to do with the opposition?
It's got nothing to do with the attack.
Okay.
But in any case, I have to tell you something. We have a government in Imo State today that is jittery about its re-election. If you look at all the indices of development, I can tell you sector by sector that the government of Senator Opuruzor is a colossal and unmitigated failure. For instance, look at the local government system. In the last 40 months, Imo State local government system has received about 206 billion naira. The government of Senator Opuruzor has not dropped a trip of construction sand in any of the local government, 27 of them in Imo State. You look at the educational sector. Globally, there's a standard for financing education. The UNESCO benchmark is 26% of the budget. But today, we have a budget in Imo State within this fiscal year of 474 billion. And education goes 15 billion, which is just about 3.6%. That is the government we're talking about. There is massive decay of infrastructure. They are abandoning some roads, which they say they did. I can tell you authoritatively that Senator Uzodimma has not done one road in Imo State. The Olu-Owerri road is a federal government road. The Owerri-Umahia is a federal government road. The Owerri-Okigwe is a federal government road. And even the one they talk about, the naked Ihiagwa road, which they brought President Muhammadu Buhari in 2021 September to commission. That road was abandoned immediately the president left. Even the Owerri-Okigwe road was abandoned immediately after President Muhammadu Buhari came last year. You talk about, again, some other initiatives they've used to hoodwink Nigerians. They said garment making factory, which even the vice president alluded to a few days ago. He was in Imo State. That garment making factory was shut down immediately after the vice president commissioned it. Now they are talking about the dredging of the Orashi River. I can tell you it's an initiative of the PDP. It was the PDP government of Goodluck Jonathan that awarded that contract. So Senator Uzodimma should even apologize to Imo people for the failure of APC over the past 8 years to execute a project awarded by the federal government of the PDP. That is the situation. That project actually begins from Orashi in Uguta, about 205 kilometers, to Degema in Rivers State. It was awarded to a company called Simidia International. It was awarded by our government. So there is no achievement. Then, having got jittery about his re-election, is now resorting to all manner of funny schemes and shenanigans to see how he can manipulate the vote. For instance, you might be aware of the efforts to retrieve a permanent voters card from Imo people. Yes, you might have heard about it, that the government of Imo State today...
Well, I've read about it, but I don't have any evidence that it's happening.
The situation is that Senator Uzodimma has dispatched appointees of his government to all the rural areas, all the polling units in Imo State, to begin to illegally harvest the permanent voter cards of Imo people. And we have it in good authority that what they want to do with these PVCs is to clone them and compromise the beavers, because they now know that beavers is the primary source of accreditation data. You know about the Omoma Magic incident. Of course, you are aware that for you to get captured by INEC, what you have to do is to present yourself physically. But in this instance, almanacs, magazines, newspaper, photographs were all uploaded onto the INEC system. That is exactly what they want to do again. That's the Omoma Magic Part 2.
Right.
And we're not going to allow that to happen. And more people are also brazen up to challenge this government.
Right. Well, we're almost out of time. Some would say that the PDP and the APC are both sides of a very bitter argument, both sides trying to control the narrative in Imo State, and that both sides are making strong statements without necessarily providing evidence.
It's not true. Of course, when you know about how we operate, we have given Imo people a history of good governance. We have given Imo people a record of unbeatable achievements. And when we talk about failures of governance, we are saying at least continue with the things we had put in place before you came. Right. For instance, we were known to have even initiated a lot of lofty plans. Let me give you an instance.
Briefly.
Let me give you an instance. One of the largest palm plantations we have in Africa is in Imo State, which sits on about 4,310 hectares of land. That's Ada Palm. When we got into government, we revamped Ada Palm. We even went into the downstream sectors to make Imo a net exporter of margarine, soaps, and all of that. Today, Ada Palm has been abandoned. One of the biggest poultry farms in Africa is in Imo State, Avuto Poultry Farm. We revamped our Avuto Poultry Farm, and today, Senator Uzodimma allowed it to rot away. Right. So he has nothing to present, and that's why he's jittery about the re-election. Okay. But the promise we make him is that come November 11, he is a goner.
Well,
all right, my people, thank you very much for watching. I want to know what you think. I want to see your comments in the comment section. Drop them. What do you think about Hope Uzodimma? If we have a Biafra tomorrow, what do you think of Hope? What is his hope? What is his hope in Biafra land? Let us see your thoughts, right? All right, if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, do to subscribe as we bring you interesting videos like this. Click on the notification bell so that you don't get to miss them. Share on all your social media platforms so that our brothers and sisters will not miss out on what is going on. And don't forget, to give us thumbs up, and so because it encourages us, right? Thank you very much. God bless.